Welcome back. Every expert you admire today was once a beginner. They didn't become experts overnight. They learned one concept at a time, practiced consistently, and never gave up. Today, you're taking another important step in your SQL Server journey. In this lesson, we'll install SQL Server Management Studio, also known as SSMS, the primary tool you'll use to work with SQL Server. Let's get started.
In the previous lesson, we successfully installed Microsoft SQL Server. Now the next step is to install another important tool called SQL Server Management Studio, or simply SSMS. Think of SQL Server as the powerful database engine working behind the scenes. SSMS is the application that allows us to connect to that database engine and work with it easily through a graphical interface. Using SSMS, we can create databases, write SQL queries, design tables, insert and update data, create stored procedures, manage security, and perform many administrative tasks without needing to use complicated command line tools. The good news is that SSMS is completely free and is officially provided by Microsoft. In the next few slides, I'll guide you step by step through downloading, installing, and opening SQL Server Management Studio on your computer. Let's begin. Before we install SQL Server Management Studio, let's understand why we need it. Think of SQL Server as the engine of a car. The engine is powerful, but driving the car directly through the engine would be very difficult. SQL Server Management Studio, or SSMS, is like the dashboard and steering wheel. It gives us a simple and user-friendly interface to interact with SQL Server. Using SSMS, we can connect to our SQL Server instance, create new databases, design tables, write and execute SQL queries, manage users and permissions, and monitor the database server, all from one place. Without SSMS, many of these tasks would require command line tools or complex scripts. SSMS makes database administration much easier, especially for beginners. That's why almost every SQL Server developer, database administrator, and data professional uses SSMS in their daily work. In the next slide, I'll guide you to the official Microsoft website, where we'll download the latest version of SQL Server Management Studio. Now that we understand what SQL Server Management Studio is and why we need it, it's time to download it. Always download SSMS from the official Microsoft website. This ensures you get the latest version with all the newest features, security updates, and bug fixes. Open your preferred web browser such as Microsoft Edge or Google Chrome. In the address bar, type akr.ms/ssms full setup and press enter. This shortcut will automatically redirect you to the official Microsoft download page for SQL Server Management Studio. Once the page opens, look for the Download SSMS button and click it. Your browser will begin downloading the SSMS installer. Depending on your internet speed, this may take us a few moments. After the download is complete, don't run the installer just yet. First, make sure the download has completed successfully. In the next slide, I'll show you how to locate the downloaded installer file and start the installation process step by step. The download has now completed successfully. Our next step is to locate the installer file on your computer. Open File Explorer by pressing Windows plus E on your keyboard, or click the File Explorer icon on the taskbar. From the left-hand navigation pane, select the Downloads folder. This is the default location where most web browsers save downloaded files. Look for a file named ssms-setup-enu.exe or a similar installer name. Depending on the version you downloaded, the file name may be slightly different, and that's perfectly normal. Before opening the file, take a moment to verify that the download has completed successfully. If the file appears normally and has a reasonable file size, you're ready to continue. If you can't find the installer in the downloads folder, don't worry. Open your browser's download history or use the Windows search box to search for SSMS. Once you've located the installer file, don't double click it just yet. In the next slide, I'll guide you through launching the installer and beginning the SQL Server Management Studio installation process safely and correctly. We have now located the SSMS installer file and we're ready to begin the installation. Navigate to the Downloads folder and find the installer file that you downloaded earlier. Double-click the installer to launch it. If Windows displays a user account control or UAC security prompt asking, "Do you want to allow this app to make changes to your device?" simply click Yes. This is a normal Windows security feature. It asks for your permission before allowing software to install on your computer. After you click Yes, the SQL Server Management Studio installer will open. Take a moment to confirm that you've opened the correct installer before continuing. There's no need to change any settings yet. In the next step, we'll start the installation by clicking the install button and allow SSMS to copy all the required files to your computer. Just follow along with me and we'll complete the installation together. If your installer doesn't open immediately, wait a few seconds. Some computers take a little longer to verify the installation file before launching it. This is completely normal, especially on the first run. Excellent. The installation has now started. After you click the install button, SQL Server Management Studio began downloading and installing all the required components. During this process, you will see an installation progress bar. Depending on your computer's performance and your internet connection, the installation may take a few minutes. Don't worry if the progress bar appears to stop for a while. This is completely normal. Some installation steps take longer than others, especially when Windows is installing supporting components. It's very important not to close the installer window or restart your computer while the installation is in progress. Interrupting the installation could cause it to fail or leave the software only partially installed. Simply be patient and allow the installer to complete all of its tasks. Once the progress bar reaches 100%, the installation will be complete and you will be ready to launch SQL Server Management Studio for the first time. In the next slide, we'll verify that the installation completed successfully and open SSMS. Software installation times vary from one computer to another. A faster computer or internet connection may finish in just a few minutes, while older systems may take a little longer. As long as the progress indicator is moving or Windows is still working, let the installation continue until it finishes. Congratulations, you have successfully installed SQL Server Management Studio, also known as SSMS. When the installation is complete, you will see a confirmation message indicating that the installation finished successfully. If you see the option Launch SQL Server Management Studio, make sure it is selected and then click the close button. SSMS will open for the first time. Depending on your computer, the initial launch may take a few seconds because Windows is completing the setup in the background. Once SSMS opens, you will see the Connect to Server window. This is where you will connect to the SQL Server instance that we installed in the previous lesson. Don't worry if you're not sure what to enter yet. We'll cover the connection process in detail in the next lesson. For now, the important thing is that SQL Server Management Studio has been installed successfully and is ready to use. You've completed another important milestone in your SQL Server learning journey. With SQL Server and SSMS now installed, you have the complete environment needed to start creating databases, writing SQL queries, and practicing real-world examples. In the next lesson, we'll open SSMS, connect to our SQL Server instance, and explore the interface together. Before moving on, take a moment to confirm that SSMS opens without any errors. If the application starts successfully and you can see the connect to server window, your installation is complete and you're ready for the next lesson. Congratulations once again on completing lesson 004. Today you have successfully installed SQL Server Management Studio, one of the most important tools you'll use throughout this SQL Server Mastery course. Every expert starts with a strong foundation, and today you have taken another important step toward becoming a skilled SQL Server professional. I hope you enjoyed this lesson and found it useful. If you did, please take a moment to like this video. It really helps the channel reach more learners. Share this lesson with your friends and colleagues who are also interested in learning SQL Server. If you have any questions or need help, leave them in the comments section. I'll be happy to help you. Most importantly, subscribe to JeyB Tech Academy and turn on the notification bell so you never miss the upcoming lessons. In our next lesson, we'll connect SQL Server Management Studio to SQL Server, explore the SSMS interface, and begin working with real databases. Thank you very much for watching. Until next time, keep learning, keep practicing, keep building. See you in the next lesson.